Intro. Imagine arriving at a remote island in the New World, only to discover that over 100 people have completely vanished. No bodies, no signs of a struggle, no clues except for a single mysterious word carved into a wooden post. This is the story of the Lost Colony of Roanoke, one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in American history. Even after more than 400 years, nobody knows exactly what happened to these settlers. Tonight, we're going back to the late 1500s to uncover the strange disappearance that continues to puzzle historians to this day. The dream of a new world. In the late 16th century, England wanted to establish colonies in North America. The English hoped to gain wealth, expand their influence, and challenge Spain's growing power in the New World. A wealthy English nobleman named Sir Walter Raleigh received permission from Queen Elizabeth I to create a settlement across the Atlantic Ocean. After several unsuccessful attempts, a new group of settlers was organized in 1587. This colony would be different. Instead of soldiers, many of the settlers were ordinary families looking for a new life. Men, women, and children boarded ships and set sail toward North America. Their destination was Roanoke Island, located off the coast of what is now North Carolina. They carried supplies, tools, and dreams of building a permanent English settlement. But they had no idea they were about to become part of one of history's greatest mysteries. Arrival at Roanoke. The settlers arrived on Roanoke Island in July of 1587. At first, things seemed promising. The land was beautiful, filled with forests, rivers, and abundant wildlife. However, life in the colony quickly became difficult. Food supplies were limited. Relations with some local Native American groups were tense. The settlers struggled to survive in the unfamiliar environment. One of the leaders of the colony was a man named John White. White was respected by the settlers and was eventually chosen to serve as governor. Shortly after arriving, an important event brought hope to the struggling colony. White's daughter gave birth to a baby girl. Her name was Virginia Dare. She became the first English child born in North America. The colony celebrated. Many believed this was the beginning of a successful future. They were wrong. John White's fateful journey. As conditions worsened, the colonists desperately needed supplies. The settlers asked Governor John White to return to England and bring back food, tools, and additional support. White agreed. Although he did not want to leave his family behind, he promised he would return as quickly as possible. In late 1587, he boarded a ship and sailed back across the Atlantic Ocean. Unfortunately, events beyond his control delayed his return. England soon became focused on a major threat. Spain was preparing to attack. The famous Spanish Armada was approaching. English ships were needed for war. As a result, White was unable to immediately sail back to Roanoke. Weeks turned into months. Months turned into years. Meanwhile, the settlers remained isolated on Roanoke Island. No one knows what happened to them during this time. The return. Finally, in 1590, nearly 3 years after he had left, John White secured passage back to Roanoke. He was excited and nervous. His daughter, granddaughter, and friends were waiting for him. Or so he hoped. When White's ship approached the island, something felt wrong. The settlement appeared strangely silent. No smoke rose from cooking fires. No voices echoed through the trees. No signs of life could be seen. White and his men went ashore. The colony was completely deserted. Every house was empty. The settlers had vanished. More than 100 people had disappeared without a trace. The only clue. As White searched the abandoned settlement, he found something strange. Carved into a wooden post was the word CROATOAN. Nearby, the letters CROO were carved into a tree. This was the only clue left behind. Before White had departed years earlier, he and the settlers had agreed on a signal. If the colony moved to another location, they would leave a message indicating where they had gone. If they were forced to leave because of danger, they would carve a cross alongside the message. But there was no cross. This suggested that the settlers had not left under immediate threat. The word CROATOAN referred to a nearby island and a Native American tribe living there. White believed the colonists might have relocated to that area. He wanted to investigate. Unfortunately, nature had other plans. A powerful storm forced his ship to leave before a search could be conducted. John White never saw his family again. Theories and speculation. For more than 4 centuries, historians have debated what happened to the lost colony. One theory suggests the settlers joined the CROATOAN tribe and were gradually absorbed into Native American society. Some evidence supports this possibility. Later reports described Native American communities with European features and customs. Another theory suggests the colonists attempted to move inland but died from disease, starvation, or conflict. Life in the New World was incredibly difficult. Without regular supplies, survival was far from guaranteed. Others believe the settlers were attacked by hostile groups. However, no clear evidence has ever confirmed such an attack. Some even speculate about pirates, secret migrations, or supernatural explanations. But despite countless investigations, no theory has been proven beyond doubt. Modern searches. Over the centuries, archaeologists have searched for answers. Excavations on Roanoke Island and nearby locations have uncovered various artifacts connected to the colonists. Maps, tools, pottery, and other objects have provided intriguing clues. Some researchers believe the settlers split into smaller groups and moved to different areas. Others think evidence may still be buried beneath layers of soil waiting to be discovered. Even with modern technology, the mystery remains unsolved. Every new discovery raises more questions than answers. Conclusion. Today, the Lost Colony of Roanoke remains America's oldest unsolved mystery. More than 100 men, women, and children disappeared from history. No one knows exactly where they went. No one knows how they survived, or if they survived at all. All that remains is a single word carved into wood. CROATOAN. A message from the past that continues to haunt historians more than 400 years later. Perhaps one day, new evidence will finally reveal the truth. Until then, the Lost Colony of Roanoke remains a mystery that refuses to be forgotten. What do you think happened to the colonists? Did they join a Native American tribe? Did they perish while searching for a new home? Or is there another explanation still waiting to be discovered? The mystery remains unsolved. The end.